I will never forget that woman's eyes, serene, steady, almost glowing. She knew. She knew exactly the day and the hour she would leave this world. And the most frightening thing was that she wasn't sick. There was no medical reason to predict the end. Yet she looked me in the eyes and said, "Helena, tomorrow at 4 in the afternoon, my heart will stop." At that moment, I thought it was just a poetic expression, maybe exhaustion. But when the clock struck 4 sharp and the heart monitor went flat, I realized I had witnessed something medicine could never explain. My name is Helena. I'm 65 years old, and I've spent over 4 decades inside hospital walls. Surrounded by births, farewells, and mysteries, science insists on calling coincidence. But Mrs. Laura's case was no coincidence. She was 82 with perfectly combed white hair, a soft scent of lavender, and a smile that seemed to hide an ancient secret. From a humble background but naturally elegant, she was the kind of person who brightened every room. She came in with mild chest pain, nothing serious. Tests were normal, heart stable, blood pressure fine. Still, she repeated calmly, "Helena, tomorrow I'll be gone." I've said goodbye to everything I needed to. That night, I couldn't rest. I kept checking her vitals, telling myself it was just anxiety, but something in her voice carried peace. An unsettling peace. I went to her room several times. Each time she smiled and said, "Everything's fine, Helena. I'm just waiting for the time." The next day at 3:30 p.m., she asked to sit by the window. The sunlight came through, glowing over her white hair. She asked for a glass of water, held my hand, and said, "You can feel it, can't you?" The silence coming. My entire body shivered. I wanted to tell her she was wrong, but I couldn't. At 3:59, she looked at the clock, took a deep breath, and whispered, "Thank you, Helena." At 4 o'clock sharp, her heart stopped. No struggle, no pain, just peace. We tried to revive her, but it was useless. Her body had stopped, yet her face still wore a faint smile. I sat there, staring, unable to comprehend what I had just seen. It was as if she knew a secret we, the living, weren't ready to learn. Days later, I received an envelope with her handwriting. Inside was a short letter. "Dear Helena, do not fear death. It's only the way back home. And when your time comes, you'll know too." I keep that letter to this day, a silent reminder of the unexplainable. Over the years, I've come to believe that some people feel when their time is near. Maybe the body knows. Maybe the soul whispers. But Mrs. Laura taught me that the greatest mystery of life is anti-death. It is how some souls face it with peace. Today, retired, I sometimes close my eyes and remember that room bathed in golden sunlight at 4 in the afternoon. And I wonder, do we all feel the call and just pretend not to hear it? If you've stayed with me until now, tell me, do you believe someone can know the exact moment they'll die? Write what you'd do if you knew your time was near. Share this video with someone who needs to understand that death is not the end. Sometimes it's just the beginning of the journey back home. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, because there are still many stories I, Helena, need to tell. Stories that defy death itself and remind us how fragile and mysterious life truly is. Life truly is.